Hey, this is Gary with GoodJavaBadJava making my French press making coffee kind of a video here on YouTube. This is a French press, or some people call it a freedom press, or you could call it a coffee press. It's basically got a big glass carafe that is meant for heat, and then you also have a really nice screen item that actually takes the coffee and the grounds and just kind of presses it down like that. Not too bad. So you've got several sizes. This is the big one. I use this in the mornings. Here's the medium-sized one. You can see the difference in the sizes. This is like a 2 or 3 cup, and this is like 6 cup. And then you have the teeny tiny one. So you've got a really small one for like 1 cup. You've got a medium-sized one for 4 cups, and I think you've got probably about 6 cups in the large one. And then you also have one for backpacking. Well, not really backpacking, more for like tent camping in the car, which is cool. And I got this French press at shopgoodwill.com. Y'all need to go check that out. If you like coffee stuff, go to shopgoodwill.com and just type in Starbucks in the search engine. What's so cool about this particular French press, it's got a spout on it. I'm just like, wow, that is so cool. It's made by Starbucks, so it's got the brand on it. And that brand is probably about 7 years old. Again, I got it at shopgoodwill.com. So it's a plastic carafe, and you've got the plunger here, and you basically, it's the same drill for every type of French press, just press it down. But what's cool about this one is you have a cup, so you can pour the coffee in the cup and drink it, and it's just, I mean, it's just so slick that it's just like a little, you know, kind of a lunch bucket kind of a thing. So anyway, I've got the awesome 8 o'clock coffee. This is probably regular and Colombian mixed together. It's really, really good. We're going to grind those beans. And here's some 8 o'clock French roast that you can use as well. It's really good. Awesome stuff. So basically, to make French press coffee, you want a clean unit. You want a clean press. You want it washed and clean, because you don't want any coffee film on the inside of the carafe or any kind of old grounds that have been there for 3 or 4 days, because it's really just not that great. So you want a clean carafe, clean filter, freshly washed. You want purified water, hot purified water, about 190 degrees, so be careful. Then you're going to have freshly ground beans. We're going to put it all into the French press. This is the medium-sized one. This is the one we're going to use. There we go. This is the one we're going to use. And so we're going to put the grounds in there, put the boiling water in there, stir it up, let it sit for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to make some awesome coffee. You want to start out with a clean French press. So basically use, you know, obviously some soapy water and a sponge, and just wash this guy, because you want to get all of the coffee oils out of it from the last time you used it. Don't ever think that a coffee pot, whether it be a French press pot or a one you find in your office, is okay to be dirty. It's not. That's why coffee tastes so bad in offices. Coffee tastes so bad in offices because the coffee pots are not clean. That's why it's 25 cents a cup. If I was in control of your coffee at your office, it would be $1 a cup, and it would be the best coffee you've ever had in your life. So basically, there it is. We want to start off with a clean carafe, and next we're going to do the water, and then the beans, and then put it in there, and we're going to drink it. You can do heating your water a couple ways. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, you can turn on the oven, or rather the stove, and I use a tea kettle so I can hear the whistle, or you can use a 1 to 2 quart microwavable measuring cup and put water in there and stick it in the microwave for about 8 minutes, 8 to 9 minutes. So it's basically about the same with respect to time. The water's done. Yeehaw! Okay, now we're going to grind the beans. This is probably my favorite part. So basically, take a little bit of scoop. This is a scoop of coffee beans. And this is a Mr. Coffee grinder. It's not the greatest in the world. You would think that Mr. Coffee would actually be pretty good. But this one is not a very good one. But I spent $39 for it, so now I'm going to hang on to it, of course. So anyway, basically the beans are right there, and you want to grind them. I tend to kind of move it around a little bit to kind of get it going. So that's ground. And then here's my French press over here. And so look at that. I mean, that smells awesome. That is the most fun part of making the French press is smelling that freshly ground coffee. It's great. So take that and put it in your carafe, and that's about right, actually. That's probably about right. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. That's how much I put in there. Some people put less, some people put more, but that's about it. So that's pretty good as far as first shot on grinding the beans. So you got your freshly ground beans in a vacuum. Do not ever freeze coffee. Please don't do that. It's terrible for the coffee and it just makes the freezer mad. So don't do that. Just keep them in room temperature in an airtight container, and use fresh ground beans in the morning. Try it. Try it one time. Try getting a grinder and doing freshly ground beans in the morning. Okay, we're getting ready to make the coffee finally. Okay, so we've got our carafe filled with really good freshly ground beans, and we've got super hot water, so you want to use a little pot holder and just pour the water in, just like that. Okay, here is the awesome coffee getting ready to be made. Here is the French press plunger, nice and clean. Look at how shiny that is. You want it always clean, the internal of the lid and everything like that. You want it nice and clean. So this coffee's been steeping for about 2 to 3 minutes. So that's about as long as you want to do it. And so just basically take your plunger and just go down into the coffee. And you see it almost gives you like a crema kind of a feel, like when you're pulling a shot of espresso. But that's basically what's going on there. It's an emulsion going on. And so you just press it all the way down until the plunger stops on the ground. You can probably see that. You can see where the grounds have stopped the plunger. And so this coffee is ready to be poured. Okay, we're ready to make the coffee now. Finally after all that. So you got your Bodum French press, the coffee I just made. You can see it going in there. It is just brown goodness. And then I always use the Publix fat-free half and half. I love Publix brands. If you haven't tried Publix brands, they're just fantastic. So that's about how much half and half I like. And then I'm also been trying the Domino. I haven't opened this yet. The Domino agave. Okay, I did open the agave, the Domino's brand agave, and I just put a little tiny bit in there, just a little bit like that. Normally I use like 2 Splendas, so that's just enough for me to make it really, really sweet and taste awesome. Okay, I made the coffee, and it was basically took a lot longer because I was making this video, but I used a clean French press, purified water, hot, about 190-degree water, freshly ground 8 o'clock coffee beans. I like 8 o'clock. I used fat-free half and half from Publix and Domino's organic blue agave, and it makes an awesome cup of coffee. Thanks a lot. And this is how coffee should be tasting. If I was reviewing myself, I would give myself an A+. I love coffee, and I love the process of making the coffee versus just having a dirty pot and Folgers coffee and terrible beans. So remember to start off with a clean French press. You want to have purified 190-degree, 200-degree water. Watch out, it's very, very hot. It will burn you. Freshly ground 8 o'clock coffee beans with a grinder. You can get it at Home Depot, or you can get it at Costco or Walmart. I use the Publix brand, fat-free half and half. Oops, fat-free half and half, and also the blue agave nectar by Domino. This is my second video as far as making the French press coffee is concerned, because I promised that I would do it, so I did it. Thank you. We will probably do some more demos with respect to making drip coffee, and also making, I've got an antique percolator, we're going to do that, and then also I've got a 1994 commercial espresso machine sitting in the back, and we'll make some espresso as well. Anyway, I'm going to be reviewing mom and pop coffee shops and Starbucks and various places, even the coffee at Cracker Barrel or at various little cafes and things like that. So it's not just coffee house coffee. So thanks again for watching. This is Gary with GoodJavaBadJava, and go enjoy your coffee.